What's up, everyone? Thanks for tuning into my channel, Jace's Own World. I appreciate you guys coming and checking out this video. This is going to be part 2 of this little series. If you go 2 videos back, I did a part 1, and that was on the power and the performance mods on my MK7 GTI, as you can see right over there. This is going to cover part 2 of it, and it's going to be the aesthetic mods and the miscellaneous mods that I have on my MK7 GTI. So let's go ahead and start with this video right now. Okay, here is my MK7 GTI. So this is going to be the aesthetic and the miscellaneous mods. We're going to start this off on the sound system that I have in my car. So coming into the car here, in the front for the speakers, I got the Audison Voce AV K6s. They are 6.5s and they are components. So we got the speakers in the doors right here, as well as the tweeters up in here and over there. Got the tweeters over there. Love, love, love the sound of these. So those are the speakers in the front. Here in the rear, we have in the door panels the Audison Prima 6.5. They are coaxials, so they just go into the rear door panels in the rear here. Okay, let's go into the trunk right here. Continuing with the sound system, I have a custom made fiberglass side trunk panel box. It's a 10-inch opening. I love this because it doesn't take up hardly any space in the trunk, and it sounds really, really nice, and it form fits the side perfectly. And I can fit a variety of subwoofers, from big magnets and big excursion subwoofers to smaller size if I want to. So that is the box there. As far as the sub goes, I have the Sundown SA10 Classic D4, so that's a dual 4 ohm sub. I'm actually planning to replace this with a Sundown sub, but a dual 2 ohm, so that I can wire it down to 0 ohm, so that my amplifier, which can do 0 ohm, pushes more power to the sub. But that's what I currently have there. I'm not going to show you the amplifiers. There is a video that I have made regarding my sound system. If you want to go back into my videos and check that out, it will show what I have done with my amplifiers and everything else. But for this case, I'm just going to keep it very simple and show that underneath the trunk floor panel right here are my 2 amplifiers. My first amplifier, which is a mono amp that powers my subwoofer here, that is a NVX VAD 17.1 mono amp. Then my 4-channel amp that is powering my speakers front and rear, that is the NVX JAD 800.4 4-channel amp. So these are rated at the mono amp is rated at about 1700 RMS watts, and the 4-channel amp is rated at 800 RMS watts. So each speaker, so in the front on the left, I'm running 200 watts RMS, and on the right, as well as the rear, 200 watts RMS, as well as the right. So definitely really, really loud, really good sound, clean and clear, does not break up at all, and the subwoofer gets down. Sundown are some of the best in my opinion. Love those. As far as the accessories for the sound system, I am running the stock head unit, and to be able to get the stock head unit to hook up to amplifiers, you're going to need a couple accessories. You're going to need a line output converter, and for that I have the massive audio flatline line output converter sitting underneath my front seat there. and it has the option to hook up a bunch of stuff. And so I just have minimal amounts of things running to it. I've never had an issue with this. Underneath my steering wheel here, I have the Massive Audio 9-band equalizer sitting right there. Really, really nice because you can dial in all the settings and the crossovers and stuff like that for your sound system and make it sound super, super clean and super, super clear. Let's go ahead and go into the engine bay here, and this is also a video that I recently have done regarding the alternator. This is for I did this basically for the sound system, so I'm going to keep this at the sound system entourage right here right now. And this alternator right here is the Power Bastards 250 amp alternator. And I have also ran big 3 wiring kit from the alternator and the battery and all sorts of stuff. So that is basically powering it, helping to keep all the power going to my amplifiers and my sound system, because it's pretty large, bigger than your average person regarding like amps and watts and stuff like that. So that is going to do it for my sound system. On this next part, I'm going to go to the engine and talk about some of the miscellaneous mods that I have in my engine bay. All right, so let's go to the engine here. And I have a Precision Raceworks boost tap going on right here. So that's running a few things here. Really, really nice boost tap, and works really, really well. Never had any issues with that leaking. Also have a Precision Raceworks secondary air injection delete block off plate, which is down here. I have removed all my stuff inside the engine bay, and I put a block off plate. You can't really see it, sits underneath the intake. I also have a video on that if you want to check it out. Going on to the PCV, I have an ECS tuning PCV breather hose right here that you can see, and that runs to the turbo inlet pipe there. And the reason why I got that is because the OEM one, you know, the connection there was leaking quite a bit, too many times, and it was having a hard time coming on and off because of all the different things that I'd done on my car. So I decided to go this route, and I've never had any leaks with it. It's a solid system, and totally worth the upgrade, and it's not that expensive. Now going to the engine oil cap, I have a Racing Line engine oil cap right there. It's a billet piece, and I also got this part too because I've gone through several different engine oil OEM plastic caps that they just always leaked. They never stopped leaking, so I decided to spend the money, which I think was kind of ridiculous for this piece, but I never had a leak since I replaced that, so that's really nice. The next thing, I guess it's related to the engine, but it's not actually in the engine bay. It's more down by the transmission, and I have the 034 Motorsport dog bone mount insert. So not the whole piece, just the insert. That was one of the very first mods that I've done on this car back in 2017, and never had an issue with it. I've thought about upgrading to a whole system, but you know, they're a lot more expensive than just, I think I bought that part for like 40 or 50 bucks back in the day, so it was really worth it, and I could really tell a difference. Never had failed. Really solid piece there. Now I think that is done with the engine bay, and yeah, so let's move on to the next thing. One of my favorite things is right here. This is a base model GTI, so it comes with the funky looking halogens, and I decided to buy the BMP tuning Mark 7.5 style Golf R replica headlights, and I got the ceramic coating for those as well. Love these headlights. They're all LED, never had an issue with them. They do not leak at all. If you buy like some of the cheaper like eBay ones, I forget the brands, but they're a lot cheaper, but they do start leaking from what a lot of people have explained. And so these ones are awesome. I love the look. They are also sequential, which is amazing, and just really makes the front end look so much better, in my opinion. I do like the Golf R headlight style. So the Golf R headlight style does not come with the red stripe like right here, which the GTI comes with. The reason why I went with the Golf R headlight style is because when I was ready to buy these headlights at the time, they did not have the GTI styled ones in stock. So I just bit the bullet and bought the Golf R. I do like them a lot, but I do wish that I got the GTI style just to give those red accents. I think they're really cool. But this does stand out a little bit too, knowing that it is the Golf R style Mark 7.5 headlight. So it stands out a little bit. Looks good with the blue midnight metallic paint on the exterior. So, you know, no complaints, but I do wish I got the GTI style ones with the red. But as far as the headlights go, they are awesome. They light up everything. You know, it makes the drive at night so much better. I can see things a lot better and feel safer on the road. Along with that, I decided to get the side markers here. They are in like a matte black, but they are sequential and they're orange. So the orange matches with the BMP tuning headlights here, and they're sequential. So it looks really cool because the sequential matches up with the BMP headlights here. So it looks really nice. I got these on Amazon. They were like 30 bucks or even less, I think. And it was a very easy install. So highly recommend that. It's pretty awesome. Let's go back to the interior here. And I think this is going to be the last part of everything. So really, you know, the aesthetic mods on the outside are not much. It's basically the headlights, the turn signals there, and that's it for exterior aesthetic mods. But going into the interior, let's check out this. This is an AliExpress Alcantara steering wheel wrap with white stitching, which I stitched it all myself. I have a video on that if you want to check it out. And it has the red 12 o'clock stripe there. It's really dirty, so I got some Alcantara steering wheel, or just Alcantara cleaner, which I'm going to clean that real soon before I go on my trip to Vegas for SEMA. Can't wait to do that. That's the first thing. And then the next thing I have is the CJM Industries dual pillar gauge pod right here, and that goes into the front vent right there. It's really good. It's the first one, it kind of melted, so they sent me the second version of it for free, which is really nice of them. And it fits this vent really well. So I've never had an issue with this second one. It sits well. I think I kind of messed up taking the vent out, and so it doesn't fully sit perfect, but it doesn't move. You know, even driving the car hard, it doesn't move. Highly recommend it. Not too expensive, and you can get the dual gauges right there. As far as the dual gauges are concerned, I am running both Pro Sport JDM gauges. This one right here is the Pro Sport JDM boost gauge, and this is the Pro Sport JDM AFR gauge. Let me just turn that on for you so you can see the gauges. I think I also have a video on this as well, but let's get this closed here. And just turn the car on. Boom. Roll the window up so maybe the sun's out a little bit. So that's what they look like. They are a little worn out. So some of the digital LEDs on them have kind of gone away. And so they're hard to read, but you can still read the needle, the mechanical part of it too. So there's no big issue like knowing what my AFR is or my boost is or anything like that. But I am considering getting a different gauge from Pro Sport, because I do like the Pro Sport gauges. So I have been in contact with them to have them hook me up with a new boost and a new AFR gauge, because all of the connections on all of their gauges are the same in the back. So that way I won't have to route all the wires and the O2 sensor and all that stuff again. So it'll just be a plug and play once I take these out of the pod here. So yeah, really like it. Haven't had any real issues besides the LEDs going out, but they still work as they should. I think that is basically everything, guys. So yeah, that's everything for all the aesthetic and miscellaneous mods, and that will include basically all the mods that I have done on my MK7 GTI. Go back and check out my other video that includes all the power and the performance mods, and then go ahead and finish watching this video. So that's going to do it for everything, guys. Thank you for watching. Thanks for commenting. Thanks for liking and subscribing and disliking and everything that you do for me. Thanks for sharing it with your friends. All of you who are new to my channel and all of you who have stuck around, I really appreciate it. Thanks for subscribing to my channel, and go ahead and hit that subscribe button and like and share it if you haven't done so already, and that will help this channel out quite a bit. I appreciate everything that you guys do for me, and until the next video, peace.